I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hi, my name is Brianne Reed, and I am from the Turquoise Trailer, and you are watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, you are watching Good Morning Frederick. Well, good morning to you. It is Friday, February 7th, and I am your host, Danny Gurry. Happy Friday. Oh, my goodness. So great to finish a first week back. And I can't tell you how great this week has been. Tiring, yes, but it's been good to be here. Let's go ahead and see what we are doing today. I have a full show. Of course, we've got Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express with local news, weather, and sports. We're going to go over a highlight of some of the events happening this weekend and coming soon that you're going to want to mark your calendars with. We are talking Doug's Winter Party. I don't know what side of TikTok you are on, but this is on my For You page. It is all over. It is gaining momentum. I can't wait to share this sweet story and tell you what Good Morning Frederick is going to do to contribute to that. And we are going to continue our recap of African Americans of Excellence with videos about Dr. Renee Thomas Spencer, Dr. Denise Rollins, Teresa Williams Harrison, and Cavante Duckett. I'm hoping I can get to all of them today. We may have to push some of these to next week, depending on how we go. And don't forget, when you head to Good Morning Frederick, the home of everything Frederick, which is at 401 North Market Street, shop is open today through Sunday, 11 to 4. The hours are now Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 to 4, but you've got this weekend to do it. You're going to want to buy the Good Morning Frederick merch. We've got some great beanies, baseball caps, t-shirts, stickers, magnets. We got all kinds of great stuff. Tumblers. All the proceeds from our sales will be donated to National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. That is our February charity. Now, we did end up raising $100 for Andrea's house. We will be getting them that, and I will put them back into rotation again soon because I did not give it my 100% effort. But $100, not bad for half of the month, really. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget about the podcast, and please watch YouTube. You guys are doing it. We're getting there. We have 695 hours left to achieve by March 1st. Is that possible? I think it is. We have a month. Come on, we can do it. Just literally put on some of those playlists, set it, walk away. But you might find some good information in some of those. All right, let's go ahead and get this Friday. Happy Friday going. Thank you to our show sponsor, Heart Home Solutions, your solution for all your home remodeling needs. Basement refinishing, new kitchen or bath. They like the big jobs. Maybe you're selling and you want to get that top market value, or maybe you've purchased a fixer-upper, but you're not a DIYer. Contact Steve at Heart Home Solutions. They can help you. Heart, H-A-R-T, hearthomesolutions.com. Okay, let's see what is happening locally. We've got Bob Miller joining us, and I'm sure Chris Michaels will jump on very soon. Good morning. I don't know, What's happening with my hair this
Good.
morning?
Look at my hair. Don't
How's
worry
your
about it.
hair?
Your hair is fine. Have you seen those Nutrafol commercials yet, where it has
What is it?
the Nutrafol? I think it is Nutrafol, whatever. It's a hair thing, and it was talking about it. And look, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like it is, but it has a lady with an afro, and her hair is like out to here, talking about how she was now happy that her hair has grown, and I'm like, girlfriend, that hair's a mess. I mean, it was just a mess. And I'm like, are you really happy? I mean, it's not about, I don't care if they have but she was like, it was everywhere. I was just, It was funny to me. It wasn't like, I'm not trying to diss on culture's hair, but it was just, it was, look, I have bad hair. The guy, when I go and get my hair cut every time, they're like, how do you want it cut? And I'm like, I really don't care because I have Audubon hair, Audubon on a dog's butt. That's my hair. It's like, it goes one way this side, the other way this side, and it's just, and I'm like, I don't care. As long as it keeps growing back, I'm good. Whatever you want to do, I'm fine.
So, there you go. Yes, yeah. Yes. You have the crop close and just get up and go.
Well, that's what I should do. I should just get it shaved on each side and just do kind of a Brad Young. But I don't, so I don't know. No. I've never been. I used to get a perm. You know that?
You did?
I did back in the day, back in the 80s. I think it was 79, 80, I think, when I started doing it. I got a perm. I went to, and I shouldn't. Well, I don't know if the salon is open anymore, but I don't want to get them in trouble. But my sister went there, and she said, go see this person. And I'm like, I really don't want to go there during the day because I knew what happens. They put them in curlers, and you sit under the dryer. Well, I walked in, and it was like their evening appointment or whatever. And the owner was there with a case of beer. And I'm like, well, this is my kind of place.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I got those for a very long time. And then I realized it's just, I stopped. Yeah. And then I did the whole mullet thing. I had the mullet back in the day that I would have like this kind of hair in the front, and I did the mullet in the back. So,
business in the front, party in the back.
That's right. And the mullet's coming back, baby. The mullet's coming back.
It came back. My son's lacrosse team all had mullets, and it's always quite funny. Funny.
My son was on
say good morning to Shannon. Shannon Flannery is watching this morning.
What kind of puppy does Shannon have?
Good morning, Shannon.
Oh my gosh, the cutest puppies. Well, I think they kept one. She has a huge dog named Steve. I don't know what. I love when dogs have people. Yeah,
the dog name is Steve?
Steve. He is adorable. He's huge though. Huge, big white fluffy dog. And then there is Serenity, who was a very cute, small, black and white dog that was her sister's. Apparently, they had a little late night sesh. Nobody knew about.
Chicka bow bow.
Right. Serenity ended up pregnant, surprising everyone. And she had, I think, 5 puppies. And they kept one, Franny. There was a photo of me on the Home of Everything, Frederick. The puppy therapy, there is something so true about how amazing puppy therapy is.
I love puppies.
I know. They're big and fluffy, and they're just so young still. They look like full-grown dogs, the puppies.
Yeah. Now, if you want to have some fun, there's a thing on Facebook. I think the site is like the Dodo or something. And they have rescue dogs and animals. And then I follow the otters. I love the otters. Baby otters are wonderful. So. But I love puppies. So Shannon, tell us what kind of puppy that is. So.
Yeah, it's a mix and match. It's a bits of this. That's what it is. It's a mix of Steve and Serenity, and they are just so fluffy and adorable. I got to find the photo, but they are, I mean, I tell you, I can't even. They're just adorable.
So I have to share a story before we let Chris talk. Okay, We have a new neighbor in the neighborhood, and they have an American bully, Pitty. Have a pit bull. There's an American bully, and then there's a pit bull. So the first time that we met, they didn't have her on a collar, and she came out and just wanted to attack Meatball, and I had to get in between them. I mean, she went after him. So then we're walking, right? I'm on a leash. This guy's got his dog on a leash. He sees me walking one direction. He turns around and comes after me to walk out. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? And he's like, well, I'm just trying to get her acclimated to other dogs. And I'm like, well, my dog has had a very expensive back surgery and I'd really rather not. But, he was a nice guy. He wasn't mean or anything. He was just trying to, and so I turned around and started heading the other way. Guess what he did? He started following me again. So my wife usually doesn't always walk with us at night, and she didn't understand this, and he started walking after us. And the dog just she's huge. She got big arms and big shoulders and stuff. She started going after him, and I started walking. She goes, turn around. I said, won't matter, honey. He'll turn around and follow us. She didn't understand that. So finally, God bless Linda. Women from Thurmont, you know what? You just don't mess with them. And she just sat there, and he kept following. He started, we'd stop, and he'd stop. We're walking. He started walking, and my wife just turns around. She goes, no, I don't want to walk with your dog.
He just put the kibosh on it right there.
Yes, yeah. And then this little Chihuahua mixed breed walking down the street, and she tries to attack Meatball too. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I know. But the Meatball wants to be friends with everybody. So
yeah.
And there was 4 Frenchies that moved across the street. And this lady walks them out, and they're pretty big Frenchies, and she couldn't hang on to them. And there was another dog that tried to attack Meatball, and I had to get in the middle of it. I'm like, hang on to your dogs, people. Goodness sakes.
That's terrible.
Right? I know. Should move out of the neighborhood.
Meatball's a lover, not a fighter.
That's right. He is. He's an eater. That's what he is.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, goodness. Well, how are you today, Chris?
I'm doing well. We had I don't know if Bob mentioned this, we had the Catatones who serenaded Bob and myself today on the Morning News Express. Barbershop quartet type music. And man, I tell you, just a great job. They did that hit, Chances Are, and definitely book them. If you're looking to do something different for your Valentine, book them. They'll go over to your residence or wherever you want them to go to, and they will sing for your Valentine. They have some different packages, where flowers, CDs, and stuff like that. But just really talented.
So you got serenaded this morning.
We did. It put me and Bob in a romantic mood. Not to each other. I mean, to our loved ones.
Let me call you sweetheart. There you go. They let me, the Catatones let me sing solo. Solo, you couldn't hear me.
I made
all right, here's the picture though. This is Franny. I think they are only about like 9 weeks old. Look how big.
Oh wow.
Franny is.
That is a big dog. What are they? Like a Burmese mountain dog?
Steve is not a Burmese mountain dog. Shannon would be able to tell you. He's white and fluffy and humongous. He is humongous. And Serenity is small, black and white. And they are just the most adorable, adorable things ever. Most adorable.
Speaking of small, I feel a lot smaller all of a sudden. Oh, there we go. I feel bigger again. Whew. Those transformations are tough.
Not about the size of the square, Chris. Not about
that. I gotta shut my mic off real quick because I have to get in trouble. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I said that inappropriate joke, had my mic off. So there you go. We're trying to keep it as a family show. Hey, Danny, guess what? Got some news for you here today. Get started with that here. 6th District Representative April McLean Delaney on Wednesday spoke in support of federal workers during a speech on the floor of the House of Representatives. McLean Delaney said she's deeply troubled by the Trump administration and Elon Musk's efforts to gain access to taxpayers' personal information and to slash federal programs and terminate thousands of federal workers. The ongoing
question. I know you're reading this story. Sorry.
No problem.
What? I'm curious. First of all, anyone who is upset that we are going line by line through some of this spending and cutting the ridiculous stuff out, which those of us who are kind of, aware of what's happening know that this is a total Ponzi freaking money laundering scheme, right? So this money goes out to these $40 million to see if fish swim left more than to the right, or whatever these studies and things going to the Pakistani women's studies. We know that all of this money is getting funneled to pay off people and do nefarious things. I mean, I hope people realize that. I don't understand why people are so up in arms about this. And I do believe they are spreading so much misinformation and scaring people, saying your benefits are going to be cut, your this is going to be cut. If you are doing things above board, nothing you do is going to be affected by what is happening, right? Am I wrong with that?
No, I don't think so. I think what most people are up in arms about, at least the ones who are shouting from the rooftops, are the ones who are getting the money, and
Right.
and we're giving and we're getting power from giving taxpayer money.
Exactly.
And now, with that being said, the people who walked in and said, "Hey, I don't have a job anymore," I get their frustration. I understand that. If you've ever been fired from a job, you know what it's like. And I've told the story. I got fired 10 minutes. I got fired 10 minutes after I found out we were having our second child. It's devastating. But you put your pants on, you go back to work, you try to find work. Some of those jobs may be available down the road, but I get that. But those people, I can understand being mad.
Yeah.
But were they mad when it was a private sector losing their jobs because we were losing everything for overseas? Look, you're right. Line by line, going through, finding the waste. There's the meme that says, why are people so mad at the person finding the waste than the waste itself?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just really think, again, if your program got cut or your grant got stopped and it is a good grant and it is for helping people, I really feel like those things will be allowed to stay. It's on pause. Let us figure out where all this money is going, and let us stop the stupid stuff and get back to the good stuff, helping people in our country first. And then I just don't want people, I just don't like fanning these flames and scaring people that if what they're getting is a necessity to live, that they feel like that's going to be cut. I don't know.
Look, as a taxpayer, I want to know where my hard-earned money is going. I want my hard-earned money to go to, important things. And again, like you said, in this country, I mean, Social Security is important. When you retire, we need to take care of our elderly. Money, to help people, maybe to our veterans, and stuff like that. I don't want my money to go, across the pond for research that really doesn't help us any. And I think that's what they're doing. And listen, do your research. See some of the things that we're spending money on. This country's in a lot of debt, man. We're spending a lot of money, a lot more money than's coming in. So what are you going to do? Just raise taxes even more and even more and even more and even more? We can't afford that. Let's slow down the spending, see what we're spending on, and go from there. And that's
well, I think this is what we've always said, no matter who is in office. The American people have to tighten their belts. We have to cut things from our budgets. We have to live within our means. And the fact that our government has never, and I'm not just talking this previous administration, I'm talking my entire life. It is really, no one has ever done what this administration is doing, and being so transparent about it. Like that. That's the other thing. Like, it's more infuriating that my entire working life, third of my money that I have earned by working, is going and being wasted on stuff that is just ridiculous. And it's time for that to stop. I'm sorry. Everything should have to be approved one by one. You want $50 million to do a play in Israel for something. It has to be voted on by the American people, not the people in charge, because again, they're all helping each other out, patting each other on the back and doing those favors. So yeah, I don't know.
You want to see me get two groups of people mad right here, or they're going to get mad at me for saying this? Because you know what? The only thing the Republicans and Democrats can agree on is spending our hard-earned money. That's the only thing they can agree on. And sorry to say it, but it's the truth. That's why I agree with what you're saying. It wasn't just the past administrations before and before and before. No matter if it's an
100%.
R&D.
Yeah, this is not. No. This is a politician thing. Period. They look at the money pot of the American people and they just drool trying to figure out how they can get their hands on it, what they can, I mean, there's all those stories, a bird in West Virginia's got everything named after him. He got all that money. It's wasteful. And I just really appreciate the fact that it seems at least we're getting told whether or not it'll stop.
That's the thing. Whether or not it gets fixed, we'll find out. And the other thing, you remember the $800 hammers in the Reagan administration, and how people were screaming about that. Well, it's gotten even worse. And the other thing is that, one of our own people in Congress standing at a microphone talking about, we'll take the fight into the streets. Well, that sounds like they're inciting violence. They're, we're gonna fight this.
The fact that nobody is condemning that is ridiculous. They did this the last time Trump was in office, I think, to say, look, protest all you want. Like, that is an American right. Peaceful protest, I am all for. But to say we're going to fight and take it to the streets and encouraging people to be reckless, like that it's disgraceful that people aren't saying, hey, all right, look, we disagree. I don't care. That is fine. But let's do it in a peaceful and proper manner.
Yep.
Anyway,
I agree.
It's called having discussions and not screaming, not yelling. Listen, I always say I'm the worst place to be right now because I'm kind of middle of the ground. I say something nice about the Democrats, Republicans get mad at me. I say something nice about the Republicans, the Democrats get mad at me. So I'm in the worst place to be. But no matter what side of the aisle you're on, let's all agree that we're all Americans. At the end of the day, we all want to do what's best for the country. And I want to say one thing I agree with you, Danny, is what a waste of money, naming those birds in West Virginia. It kind of reminds me of that thing they sell for Valentine's Day. Name a star after your loved one. See that star right over there, that one right there, that's named after you, dear. That's because I love you. Stop it.
Chris, maybe we can edit this. This is not about naming birds. It was about naming things after Robert Byrd.
Is that what that was?
Yes, just FYI. That was Robert
okay.
Robert Byrd, Senator Robert Byrd. But that's okay. That's okay.
Listen, folks, I'm a
Comedy Corner
that works at a political radio station. I give my political analysis all the time. There you go.
I'm sorry. I called him out.
Let's go with the rest of the news. Well, I shattered that. Sorry. I should have just kept my mouth shut. We're good.
All right. Getting back to here, the suspicious activity on Frederick Health Hospital's IT system on January 27th has been determined by third-party experts to ransomware. That's according to President and CEO Tom Clydesdale. I'm not going to.
Kleinhansel.
There you go, Kleinhansel. In a statement, he says the hospital took immediate steps to contain the threat and is working with those third-party experts to restore the system. Law enforcement has also been called in. And also, lastly, on February 4th, 2025, the Washington County Narcotics Task Force conducted surveillance that led to the arrest of two men for suspected fentanyl distribution. The operation, which involved multiple law enforcement agencies, resulted in the seizure of a significant amount of the deadly drug. Authorities observed suspicious activity indicative to the Controlled Dangerous Substance (CDS) distribution, prompting the request for uniformed officers to assist in the investigation. Hagerstown PD officers arrived in the area and conducted a traffic stop after witnessing a violation. So there you go. That is all for the news. Taking a quick look at weather today for your TGIF. Look at a high of 46, partly cloudy skies, partly to mostly cloudy tonight, low 27. And Saturday, cloudy early with a wintry mix expected to move in the afternoon, high 34. And tomorrow night, freezing rain in the evening, then cloudy late, low of 29. Sunday, partly cloudy skies, high of 42. Sunday night, overcast, low of So there you go.
All right. In sports, Bruce Thornton banked a three-pointer from the right wing, 7.4 seconds to go to lift Ohio State, which overcame a 17-point deficit to beat the number 18th ranked Maryland Terrapins 73-70 last night. He had 31 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. 21 of those points came in the second half. Up next for the Terps is Rutgers on Sunday. The Lady Terps got a great performance from Kayleen Schmeichel, who added 21 points, 9 boards. Number 16, Maryland beat Oregon 79-61. And local Middletown grad Sailor Poffenberger scored 13 points and grabbed 11 boards. Mount St. Mary's just got whacked a little bit by Iona. Not whacked too hard, but it was still a loss. Iona beat them in overtime, 70-67. Congratulations going out to Jaden Daniels, the near unanimous choice for the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year. He had, I lost the place here, but he had 49 of 50 first-place votes, with Raiders tight end Brock Bowers getting 1 vote. Who did that? Had to be somebody from Vegas who did that, that's for sure.
Trying to make their long shot bet come to life.
Yeah, right? Alex Ovechkin scored his 879th career goal with 16 remaining to break Wayne Gretzky's NHL goal record. He's got 50. He scored with 53 seconds remaining in the first period. 26th goal of the season. Oh, by the way, the Caps beat the Flyers by a score of 4-3. There you go. That's a look at sports. Oh, there's a little game going on this weekend, isn't there? Is there a little game going on? I think there's a little game going on. I'm not positive. The Super Bowl is what I heard it's called.
It's a super game. Are we allowed to say the word here on Good Morning Frederick? They won't sue us, will they?
I'm just
Super Bowl.
It's the crappy bowl is what's happening this Sunday, and I don't even know who to cheer for. I don't like either team at all, and yeah, we need to. So, what are your predictions? Because I want to be placing my FanDuel bets for charity and DraftKings. What are we saying? Bob? What do you think the score is going to be?
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to be rooting for the Eagles, but I think they're going to lose 28-21.
Okay.
So the Chiefs will three-peat. There'll be the over/under on the Taylor Swift's 7. Chris and I were talking about, I got orange Gatorade to be dumped, and the Chiefs will win the coin toss and defer.
Okay, coin toss and defer to the Chiefs.
Yeah, there you go.
What do you think, Chris?
Close to Bob, except opposite. Excuse me. I think the Chiefs will win 31-21, and coin toss Eagles defer, and Gatorade red because the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl, so it'll be red Gatorade. And I just said, as far as Taylor Swift goes, too many times. However, I am surprised by one thing, and I guess you agree with Bob Miller. As a Commanders fan, how could you go for the Eagles?
I can't.
It's like he's a Cowboys fan. First of all, I'm pulling hard for the Chiefs.
This is the quintessential, what we called in Australia, the tall poppy syndrome. You know, when somebody really rises to the top, and it's like I hated the Patriots too. You're tired of the same old, and you know what? I wouldn't hate them so much if I didn't feel like they got so much given to them. Like, it is very soft on, calls against Mahomes or calls on the, where balls are marked or, flags are thrown in their favor. I hate that. I hate that for the game. So anyway, I'm going to place my bets. Hopefully if we win, I will be able to donate some money to charity. So that'll be good.
There you go. That's exciting. All right. There we go.
All right. Got to get to the rest of my show. I got a lot of stuff happening this morning. So I appreciate y'all, and I will see you soon.
Thank you.
See ya. All right. We're out. All right. I know. We got a lot happen, and I know I just rambled for too long. Anyway, Happening in Frederick is coming up after this break, along with Doug's Winter Party. If you've not heard about it, this is the sweetest story. And then we're going to get to as many of the African Americans of Excellence videos today. I might have to push some of these to Monday, but they're fantastic. And these are people in our community. So we want to get to them. And I want to show you and introduce you to these great people. All of that is coming up right after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
It's a new year, a new beginning. At Colonial Jewelers, our Legacy of Love jewelry restyling event is the perfect opportunity to refresh your jewelry box. Browse our large selection of settings and diamonds. Reset your ring, upgrade a diamond, or design a new custom ring. At Colonial Jewelers, Legacy of Love jewelry restyling event, February 6th through the 8th. The Colonial Jewelers box, there's just more in it.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shannon Flannery beyond compare.
All right, let's keep you posted on what's happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you can put on your floors, they can handle. New products, if you've seen something, call my brother Jeff. 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. Or just go to atlaswoodfloors.com to schedule a quote. I'm telling you, they're going to come out and take great care of you. Look at their Google reviews. AtlasWoodFloors.net, though. There is another company with a similar name. Don't go there. Atlas Wood Floors, 301-948-9663. All right, tomorrow at Union Mills, Bootleggers Ball. I believe you can still get tickets online for that. You're going to want to head over there, 21 and up. If you've got your speakeasy 1920s costume, head over to the Bootleggers Ball for Celebrate Frederick. That's who it benefits. Or come on out 7 p.m. to midnight to the Legion on Taney Avenue for Kicking Up a Cure. That's where I'll be for a while. We're raising money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and you can get your tickets at WFRE.com. Also, tomorrow, I'm back on the air on WFRE, 3 to 7 p.m. So check that out if you're driving around town. 99.9 WFRE. That's where I'll be tomorrow. And buy your Valentines for Adam. I got some of my, look, Conversation Hardbine. We're going to be throwing these in the box for Adam as well. I got some cards and some other goodies like some Maryland Lottery scratch-offs because he is over 18. I did ask. And yes, so you need to drop it off before Sunday at 4 o'clock. I am going to be taking it to him. We'll be filming that and hopefully making his day. I'm so excited about this. I love doing stuff like this. All right, coming soon on the 13th, Galentine's Day party at McClintock. Bring your girlfriends. It's free to get in. You're going to pay for your cocktails and your food. A portion of those proceeds will be donated back to the Women's Giving Circle. That's 6 to 9 p.m. Get there early because there are some goodie bags and they are limited in number. Hey, Dave, why are you watching commercials? Well, because you got to pay for me to do the show. And that helps me to do this show every day. So I don't know actually anywhere online if you're streaming that you're not seeing commercials. I'm happy for you to pay a subscription though, and I will skip them for you. So, but thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Of course, want to say good morning to Mama Cone too. She's checking in as well. All right, on the 14th, if you don't have plans for Valentine's Day yet, there may be tickets available. MarylandDoubleDeckers.com for Love on the Double. That is the ride through downtown Frederick. Your start and finish at Benstown with your champagne and your chocolate-covered strawberries. A little stop by Perfect Truffle. I believe there was a hint that there might be something you take with when you leave Perfect Truffle, but just 12 couples on the tour. That way they can run in any weather. So you can be downstairs if the weather's crappy or if you get cold, or you can sit upstairs or use the upstairs for those great photo ops. Also on the 14th is the deadline for juniors and seniors in high school to apply for the Rotary 4-way test speech contest. Cash prizes, here they are. First place, $650. Down to fourth place for $400. Email tedluck@comcast.net for the details on that and get your junior or senior speaking in front of some Rotary groups, which is really great experience. The 14th to 17th is the Critters on the Catwalk. It is a happy hour fashion show. There will be adoptable pets. It is $25, goes right to the Friends of the Frederick County Animal Shelter to help pay for medical bills and other necessities of the animals in our shelters. It's going to be a fun event. I talked to Diane yesterday. We're going to get her on the show on Monday so that you can get more information from her on exactly how this is going to run. But it's going to be a really cute, fun event. February 15th is the Hyperlocal Brew Fest from noon until 7 p.m. Guys in Thin Ties are headlining that event. That is, I encourage you, get your tickets, just $8. You can go take your chairs, sit in the fairgrounds building all day and enjoy great live entertainment, beers from some of our local breweries. There'll be food trucks and all kinds of stuff. Head over to Eventbrite and look up Hyperlocal Brew Fest to get your tickets to that. February 20th. Oh, like I say, sorry, that was our Critters on the Catwalk, not the 14th to 17th. All right, there we go. I know I'm moving along because I got a lot to go on today. March 5th is the African Americans of Excellence exhibit, auction, and reception. Free event. Come attend at Warehouse Cinemas. The art is on display now. All of our signage will be done soon. And it will be on display all month. So you can, if you're at Warehouse Cinemas, just cruise on by. Buy some popcorn and a drink. You don't even have to watch a movie. Check out all the great artwork. March 5th to the 19th, it's the Unity Campaign fundraising for 37 of our local nonprofits. March 15th is the Retro Prom. I talked to Rona yesterday. We're going to have her on next week as well, talking about the 20th annual Retro Prom and how fun that event is. And then March 15th and 16th, it is the 50th annual Home and Garden Expo. All right, if you have an event you want included in the calendar, email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. Okay, want to tell you about Doug's Winter Party. Again, not sure if you're on TikTok or what your TikTok feed looks like, but mine had this. And when I told my husband about it, he thought I was crazy. But I want to show you this TikTok.
Hi, I'm Doug across the street over here, right? I live over in that house there.
Okay.
And this is an invite to a party on February 15th.
Okay.
But I didn't want to leave it in the mailbox because when you read it, you'll...
And he gives me this little invitation that literally looks like he used like some sort of like pen to then like make copies of these and give them out to all of our neighbors. And it says, a celebration of winter, February 15th, 4 p.m. until the cops arrive. Until the cops arrive, he's literally 85. It says food and drinks will be there. Only bring a smile. RSVP to his email, and he gave his phone number. Love, Doug.
Okay, so this older gentleman, who apparently his wife passed not too long ago, is throwing a winter party. He lives in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, And I love that the invite said the party is from 4 p.m. until the cops arrive. I mean, how brilliant is that? Handwritten invitations to his neighbors. Well, this has gone viral on TikTok. Actually, when I posted my video, which basically said, well, it's not a party without goodie bags. Sorry. Don't know what my dog is doing. But anyway, not a party without goodie bags. So I am sending Good Morning Frederick goodie bags to Doug on Monday. If you have anything you would like for me to include in the goodie bags, feel free to message me and we'll put that together and drop it in the I'm going to send it UPS so it gets there, because I reached out to his daughter, who owns a business in nearby New Jersey. He is up near Philadelphia, so right across the state line is her business. Anyway, that's where everything is being sent to. No one has released Doug's personal address, which thankful. But anyway, very sweet. And I tell you right now, if you are on social media at all, just search Doug's Winter Party. You can see the thousands of people that have commented, that have been affected. And I don't know what it is in this day and age right now, but I think that we are so touched by people. And that is what makes this country amazing. It is the person to person interactions and relationships. You forget all the chaos, you forget all this politics, you forget all the crap, right? And you just want to do something nice for somebody else. And so that's why I'm contributing to Doug's Winter Party. I hope it's a blast. I hope they live stream it. And it is quite funny. So head to social, do yourself a favor if you want some good news this weekend, something to smile about. Go on social and look up Doug's Winter Party and just enjoy. But again, I'm sending a goodie box of goodie bags for this party. And if you want to include something of your own, just let me know and I shall ship it for us. All right, one more quick break. Then we're back with a recap of the African Americans of Excellence with videos, as many as I can get through before we get to the top of the hour. All right, we're going to be right back right after this. And I guess apologies to Dave. There are a couple more commercials, but I got to pay the bills. Hi, it's Danny, and I recently had dinner at Sushi Nomu, and I've got to tell you, it was absolutely unbelievable. The decor, phenomenal. The food, just amazing. I had the best miso soup I've ever had. The sushi was so fresh and delicious, and it was actually a feast for the eyes. The presentation was stunning, and the service was impeccable. The sushi, fresh, the sashimi, the best I've ever had. I can't say enough great things about it. If you're looking for a great place, maybe to go on a date, or maybe just to try something new, it's affordable, it is beautiful, and you will not be disappointed, I promise. Sushi Nomu at sushinomu.com or 4969 Westview Drive, just beyond the Dunkin' Donuts.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come sling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick, servicing the Frederick County area. They specialize in roofing, siding, windows. They can even fix your gutters and build you a new patio or deck. All you got to do is call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, because you watch Good Morning Frederick, Doug, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or Dave, remember this. $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know that you were watching Good Morning Frederick. I was getting Doug, the party, mixed up with Dave, who doesn't like commercials. All right, people of Frederick, we're going to go through them right now. Let's start. Going on through tomorrow, it's the Legacy of Love restyling event at Colonial Jewelers, 1 South Market Street in downtown, colonialjewelers.com. All right, many of you know her. This is Dr. Renee Thomas Spencer.
Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Thomas Spencer. I'm an obstetrician gynecologist with Capital Women's Care here in Frederick. I was born and raised in Frederick with my mom. She was a single mom, but my grandparents were very influential, especially my grandmother, who always said to me that I could accomplish and achieve anything that I wanted to do. And if I wanted to be a doctor, I could be a doctor. So when I was 8 years old, I started talking about going into medicine and wanting to become a doctor, and she said, you can achieve that dream. Often when physicians complete residency, they tend to stay in the area where they did their residency and practice, but when the opportunity opened itself up to come home, I thought it would be wonderful, and it has been. It's been a blessing. And to be in a community that I felt supported by, and where I grew up helped me to achieve this goal, it's just been a blessing to be back home. I wanted a profession where I would have the ability to provide care to women. And one thing I really enjoy about being an OBGYN and our specialty is that we get to have continuity of care with our patients, the aspects of surgery, and the miracle of bringing life into this world. So when I was in residency, those were some of the things that I was thinking about, and that's why I decided to go into the field of obstetrics and gynecology. I feel honored and humbled to, again, come back to a community where I grew up and feel supported. I mean, there's no place that I can go, from Walmart to Target to the grocery store, where somebody's like, hi, Dr. Renee. Coming back to this community and being able to have other young ladies who look like me see that it's possible, knowing that where I came from, single mom, no one in my family is a physician, so I was the first physician. I had to carve out my own path, but just leaving that hope and inspiration and letting all the little young girls and boys know that they can do and become and achieve their dreams, I think has been the greatest inspiration for me, being here in the community and giving back.
She is extraordinary, and we are so proud that Dr. Renee Thomas Spencer is part of our community. All right, let's do our next one here, people of Frederick. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. They have an extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services. You can explore the world with confidence and ease when you work with Antietam World Travel Service, because you're getting convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now. Get started on your dream vacation. All right, let's do, here we go. We got Cavante Duckett.
I'm grateful for my family, my support system, my heart and human form, my wife Chantel, our son Micah. We really want him growing up, embracing his identity, embracing who he is as a young Black male, so that when the world throws things his way, he remembers who he is and whose he is. My family has been blessed to call Frederick home for 7 generations now. I'm just so privileged to be able to carry out this legacy. In 2022, I was elected to serve on the Frederick County Council, becoming the first person of color ever elected in Frederick County's 275-year history. And I tell people often that my heart belongs to Frederick County, and so I am committed to giving back to the place that I'm just so lucky to call home. Why did I run for office, right? The reality is that if you don't see folks that look like you serving positions, you may never think that you would be able to get there. And so I really wanted to make it my mission that folks saw someone that looked like them, that they could can relate to and really connect with, right? And so never in a million years did I think that I would be the first, but I will assure you that I will not be the last. And so I know that there are folks who are coming up behind me who desire to serve in positions like these. And so I'm hoping that I would be able to mentor and help educate folks on the process of running for office. One of the big accomplishments that I won't take full credit for, but the Youth Council, seeing these young people who have a desire to serve Frederick County is just heartwarming for me. And so anything I can do to help them, I'm definitely willing to do. I'm grateful to have served at the Allen P. Linton Jr. Shelter for 4 years. To be able to be there, to build relationships, to make connections, to help folks realize their true potential, to see them exit from the shelter back into sustainable housing was definitely one of the highlights of my time there. I do know that the work that they are continuing to do at Beyond Shelter is going to continue to thrive. I like to think that I've always been engaged in our community. A lot of that stemmed from growing up in the church, went to St. James AME, was heavily involved in the YPD, the Young People and Children's Division. I tell people all the time that service is in my heart. It's who I am, and it's why I do what I do on a daily basis, because I love to serve people. And I just look forward to continuing to serve on your behalf.
Yes, amazing. Great I gotta remember who produced those and I'll make sure to tag them. All right. I don't think we have time for the last two, so we'll push those to Monday. But the African Americans of Excellence exhibit is now on display at Warehouse Cinemas. I invite you for the next month to go check it out and maybe bid on some of the artwork. All right, join us each weekday morning at 9 a.m. Please watch any missed episodes on YouTube. Again, trying to get our watch hours up. So just set a playlist and let it run. Just search Good Morning Frederick on YouTube if you want to find it. If you love Frederick, you have to watch this show every day. All right. Have a great weekend. Get out there and do what I know we know how to do best, and that is be great, Frederick.